What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to a new video. We are rebuilding the San Francisco 49ers, and Jordan Matthews has asked a lot of questions in camp. What? Let's say immediate impact. Okay, George Kittle. Put your little skull cap on. Yeah. What? I thought he was going to be talking about Trey Lance. But basically, this rebuild is about Trey Lance. And we're in the preseason right now. We're playing against the Chiefs in the first one. This is what our team looks like. We got Kyle Shanahan. Blowout win by 17 points, of course. Yada, yada, yada. Team looks pretty solid. Robert Salah recently had left and went to the Jets. So this is what the team is looking like. I'm going to show you guys the lineup really quick, what they're working with. I think we're going to, this first season, we're going to like groom, see how it is, how Jimmy G is playing, and then we'll make our decision if we pick Trey Lance over him. But these are the running back situation, and the receivers are pretty solid, I'd say. They also have Travis Benjamin, so they have a lot of fast guys here. They have Jordan Matthews playing tight end too, so that's pretty interesting. Offensive line, they got Aaron Banks, some kid they drafted, so we're going to keep him around too. And then defense, linebacker is pretty solid. I mean, we do need a left outside linebacker. D-line is really nice. They have Maurice Hurst and Javon Kinlaw and Zach Kerr. D-line is pretty solid as well too. Corners could do a little bit of some work, but nonetheless is not too bad. What we could do here is see how much it would be to move I think his name is D Ford. Yeah, D Ford. See how much it would be to move D Ford, like how much of a cap hit he would be or could turn out to be. So let's go to NFL rosters. See how much he would be for a cap hit. D Ford would be, we'd get a penalty of 11 million trying to get rid of him. So we can't get rid of him for nada. Tony Jefferson's injured. We can't get rid of him either, I don't believe. So we're kind of going to have to stick with these guys. Jimmy G, we'd save some money if we just decided to like move on from him. And I'm thinking like that's 20 million right there we could get to just move on with Trey Lance. And I don't think that would be a bad idea to do that, you know. And so first, let's see what's on the market or like what we could possibly trade for a left outside linebacker. We're looking for a left outside linebacker that obviously fits our scheme. And I don't know what kind of linebacker he is though. We got Ryan O'Daniel. Is he like a pass coverage linebacker? If that's the case, then like it's looking pretty slow. It'd be looking pretty slow if that's the case. I don't see anything here of someone that will fit that scheme besides Ryan O'Daniel, who's a pass coverage outside linebacker, unless Jason Oweh would be someone that could do it. No, Odafe Oweh. I thought his name was Jason. We got Jordan Brooks. I mean, maybe we could try Jordan Brooks. I mean, I feel like he could be pretty solid. They want a left tackle, right tackle, D tackle, left end. Left end, we got D Ford. Oh, no, but he'd be a penalty getting rid of him. But I'd have no... Let's see if it would go through. D Ford for Jordan Brooks. Done deal. So we take our penalty. We get a new left outside linebacker, though. And we got our new left outside linebacker. So now, with that being said, I'm going to try to sign some free agents. And I'm thinking of trading away Jimmy G. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't, but, like, why not? So it's kind of like irking me. But I'm going to sign Trent Murphy. He'll be a backup to Eric Armstead. We make sure that D-line has that good constant rotation. And with Jimmy G, I feel like we could trade him away for like, you know what? Why not? They traded a kid number 3 overall. I'm gonna work with Trey Lance. I'm gonna put all our marbles into him. Jimmy G, we're gonna send him to the team that's QB needy, like the Washington football team. Wait, where is it? Where's the Washington football team? Oh, boom. Washington football team, they need it the most. We're looking for a corner, actually. The Niners definitely need a corner. So maybe straight up Jimmy G for Kendall Fuller? No, that wouldn't go through. William Jackson a third and a second. William Jackson and a second for Jimmy G. Okay, someone has some value. So maybe we could throw in one of our threes. Throwing our third and Jimmy G for William Jackson and a second. So not too bad of a transaction right there. We just shored up some money, took the penalty for that, and now we have a new starting corner. And so Jimmy G is going to have to, not Jimmy G, we're going to have Trey Lance take over as the starter and see if the number 3 overall pick can do what Jimmy G couldn't do in the playoffs, which was throw that pass to Emmanuel Sanders. So that's what it's looking like there. Defense, pretty solid. Now we got Jordan Brooks, Dre Greenlaw. We got Fred Warner in the middle patrolling. D-line is pretty solid. Corners, we got William Jackson in third now, along with Jason Everett, Kawan Williams. Pretty good looking crew. And so let's see how they perform in his first season with Trey Lance as a quarterback. So in our tough division, we ended up losing. We ended up going 9-8 with Trey Lance's first year as starter. Not too bad. Our offensive points per game was not number 5 in the league. Our offensive yards were not number 11. But our defense is where our defensive pass rush and our points per game that we allowed was pretty low. So let's upgrade our players first. Not too bad to go up 9-8 compared to, I think, not making the playoffs. Yeah, they went not making the playoffs, so that's a pretty good upgrade. If we look at the stats here, lots of TDs for Mahomes and Brady. Lots of sacks going on for these guys. So let's take a look at our stats, see what we did. So Trey Lance, our offense was 6th in the NFL. He was 3rd in passing TDs with 44 TDs, 14 picks, 112 passer rating, and he threw 4.6K passing yards. Raheem Mostert rushed for 13 TDs and 1,200 yards, so that's pretty solid. Debo had 1,200 yards. Richie had 1,100. George Kittle had 828 and 6. And then Brandon Ayuk had 525 yards and 5 TDs. Not too bad. Defense, let's see what happened here. 7 sacks for Nick Bosa, 6.5 for Maurice Hurst, 6 for Eric Armstead. So pass rushing really wasn't our thing, so we might have to move the defensive coordinator around. We did get a lot of interceptions, though, so not too bad. So our offense was 6. We had a really good offense, and our defense was 31st, so we had a bottom-ranked defense. So I think we move on from that coordinator. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's definitely do that. I want to keep running the – oh, so we run a 4-3. Okay. But I'm going to fire Sammy Wagner, though. We're going to look for a higher defensive coordinator who runs a 4-3. Manuel Ortega. Let's see if there's like any like nah. So I'm gonna go with Emmanuel Ortega. 4-3 quarters. Offensive playbook Shanahan. Defensive playbook Bills. Let's hire Sammy Rios. We hired Sammy Rios, and we get a bonus for hiring him too. So we're gonna set these upgrades now. Trench blades in the clutches, boost tackles, or boost tackles for the D-line. I think the D-line is where we need definitely need some upgrades for sure. So let's put our staff points in there, in the clutches. Make sure these guys are doing their thing. And then make sure we probably will have to do something for the corners as well. But we upgrade, make sure these guys do their thing. Make sure the D-line gets boosted as they should. And help the defensive rating. Seen that before. I feel like our safeties definitely need some work. So let's work on that to make sure that he's having the best capable squad out there to work with. Get that. Soft hands. We're going to make sure we boost everything. Everyone gets their stamina boosted. That's pretty good. And then this last one says boost press for quarterbacks. That's pretty good. That's really good. So we added those. So now with our new defensive coordinator, we should be chilling. Should be helping us a lot. And then that's pretty good. So we got the 4-3 defense, the new with our new scheme with our new guy. Staff move, Rich. Okay, so we get to fill staff. So we did that already. So let's advance to the next week. Keep advancing. NFC Conference Championship is up. So Pro Bowl. So the Super Bowl is Chiefs Bears this season. Pro Bowl roster. We have Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady in the NFC. And the AFC is Cam Newton, Lamar, and Joe Burrow. So in the NFC, let's see who of our guys made it here. Receivers, no one. Offensive linemen, no one, surprisingly. D linemen, no one from the Packers. Corners, no one either. No safeties. So we didn't even have a single Pro Bowler. So that's something to keep in mind. We didn't have a single Pro Bowler. And so it's the next week. This Super Bowl is Bears, Chiefs. Rookie of the Year, achievement unlocked, win Rookie of the Year with one of your players. So it looks like Trey Lance won Rookie of the Year. Yes, he did. So that was good that we started him. I actually want to see so the Bears went 9-8. I want to see how the football team did with Jimmy G. So he threw 29 touchdowns, 8 picks, 99 passer rating. Not too bad, I'd say. You know, Steven Sims at 1,000 yards. Okay, so Jimmy G did his thing in Washington, D.C. And let's advance to next week. See the rewards and stuff like that. So Chiefs end up winning the Super Bowl 31-28 against the Bears. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP. Trey Lance was Offensive Rookie of the Year. Tom Brady won NFL MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. So pretty interesting. So Trey Lance got one accolade down with a Rookie of the Year. So he's gonna look to make moves and get better off that. And so now we have to see what players are ready to negotiate. I know Trent Williams did sign with us, but he might have retired. I think he retired. We got Raheem Mostert. I'm gonna let him walk even though he had a good season. Jason Verrett. If we have the funds for him, I would get him back, but we just got William Jackson III, so I'm gonna rock with him. We got Laken Tomlinson here. Pretty solid guard. I'm going to try to re-sign him. It's an $8 million deal. He thinks free agency will be better for him. A franchise tag would be $12 million. I don't think that's worth it. Got Kloski. See if he re-signs with this. He's going to want to go to free agency. We got Maurice Hurst, a young D tackle. I think we're going to definitely re-sign him. He had a good amount of sacks too. So we get him back. That helps out the D-line a lot. Richie James. We'll re-sign him for depth purposes. We get him back. DJ Jones is another depth D tackle. He wants 1 year, $4 million. Nah, not worth it. We got Jordan Willis though as a backup D end. That's pretty solid. We get him. Jeff Wilson Jr. He's a depth running back, so he's gonna test free agency. Arden Key is a DM we picked up apparently. We're gonna pick him up just for depth purposes. Same with Tarvarius Moore. Making sure that we have the depth and the people that will work with the squad. Josh Rosen wants a deal. I'll make him our ultimate backup, and then we'll give him 7 years. He signs with us, so we get our backup QB. Kevin Givens is a D tackle that we don't really need to re-sign. Trent Murphy we're letting go as well. Dan Brunskill, let's see if he re-signs. He wants to play for a new team. So a lot of these guys are leaving, so that's okay with me. We re-signed the players that I thought was needed. So let's advance to the next week. Alex Mack retired as well, so we have a lot of players we have to go for. But here we are, first week into free agency. Devontae Adams is a free agent. Left tackles that are available. There aren't that many left tackles available, so we're going to have to hopefully rebuild during the draft. Left guard, we got Connor Williams here, who's a scheme fit. Going to have to definitely try to sign him to a contract. Try to get Connor Williams. We don't have a center either. Oh, no, we do. Alex Mack is just getting old. That's the thing. So we probably have 1 solid year left with him. Right guard, we just have Banks. We got Alex Kappa here, who's kind of on the older side, but we're going to see if we give him a contract if he wants to join. Or we could keep working with Banks for now. Yeah, we could just keep working with Banks. And then get, like, Colby Gossett. Colby Gossett. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. And we're just going to sign some backups like Billy Turner. This is like our swing tackle for sure. Now on the defensive side of things, we got Eric Armstead doing his thing. D tackles are good. Right end is good, of course. We got Jordan Brooks at left. At left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, we got just Fred Warner by himself. So I feel like we should sign B.J. Goodson to a deal. And then maybe draft the linebacker that would fit our scheme. I feel like that would be pretty solid. With the corners available, they got Desmond King here, who we could sign, but I don't know. We got Hafunga here, but we also have Harrison Smith, Adrian Phillips. So we got a lot of players we got to either trade for or just try to make some moves. So let's see if the guys we tried signing for signs with us now. So we got the middle linebacker, the right tackle, and the left guard. And Gossett rejected us. So we still need that left tackle. So let's see if there's like a team we could trade with. If anyone has like a young left tackle. Because that's one of our biggest positions of need. And we got 2 second-round picks to work with, so maybe someone will be willing to give him up. Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins, maybe a second straight up for Tevin Jenkins. Wow, we just got our star left tackle for Trey Lance, so that's pretty good. Didn't take too much to get him, and then we need a strong safety. I mean, I want to maybe try Harrison Smith. I mean, I don't think Harrison Smith would be too bad to pick up. So let's see if he didn't get signed yet, we'll try for Harrison Smith. I feel like it'll be a great veteran leadership in the back. So strong safety, yeah, Harrison Smith. No one has tried anything. Give him a deal. Why not? You know, he's pretty well loved. He's known, and the corner situation is just all right. Middle linebacker, we got B.J. Goodson, so we got that backup that we needed. D-line, I'm not too worried about. Right tackle, we have the backup. Right guard, we could go Will Hernandez, but I want to work with Banks. Still keep seeing if like he'll develop. So we'll sign like Nick Easton just to back him up. That's not a bad pickup at all, actually. I want to see if we could draft the center because that's going to be a position of need for sure. And we just traded for Tevin Jenkins, so we're chilling there, honestly. And tight end, we could always draft someone as well. And receivers, I would go Devontae, but he's going to cost us a lot, and I don't want that to mess up on our future moves. So let's advance to the next week, see if we can get Harrison Smith. So we ended up getting Harrison Smith and Nick Easton. And actually, I want to see what Trey Lance's overall comes out to be. Because I keep seeing like B minus B. So he was a 74 when we started. So he's an 82 with superstar development. That's pretty nice. And Trey Sermon will be his starting back right next to him. That's pretty cool. So our guys are looking really good. Looking really good. And I'm liking how this is looking so far. So without further ado, I want to go right into the draft. Yeah, let's just go into the draft. I'm feeling it now. So we have we're in the second round, so we don't pick until pick 3. So let's see what happens when we get to that round. So with pick 3, Chargers have drafted a corner, scouted players. I want to see if there's a center available. There is no center available, so that's out of the question. Left guard, left tackle, there's nothing available. Receivers, not really looking for a receiver or a running back, so maybe we got to go with a corner. Corner wouldn't be too bad right now. We got a kid named Sean Wilson, early second rounder. We also got a kid named Matthew Baldwin, mid-second rounder. This corner's got some good heights on him. We also got a kid named Julian Malone. He's a mid-second rounder. We could go strong safety too because Harrison Smith is older. We could go Raphael Lastly, who's an early first, so I don't think that's too bad. Let's go Raphael Lastly. He'll just be watching. He'll be watching for sure. Now that we're here in the 4th round here, see what the scouted players are available. If they have any corners that are 2nd or 3rd round capable, I'm gonna definitely scoop them up. So we got a kid named Matthew Baldwin, who I was looking at, 72 overall. Boom, pick him up. He'll be great for the team. And then we're gonna leave the rest of the draft up to the simulation and see what they come up with. All right, so let's see what the team is looking like here. With all of our guys, we have a 80 overall Trey Lance, who has superstar dev. Got Trey Sermon as our running back. Offensive line is not too bad either. Yeah, offensive line is not too bad at all. And then defense, looking pretty good as well too. Got some great players all over the D-line. We definitely need some backup D tackles. I forgot about that. Corners are looking good though. And yeah, so we're gonna sign a couple D tackles, a couple players, and then we're gonna sim. Alrighty, so we're in the wild card now. We ended up going 7-10, so we had a worse year than our previous year. So that's kind of a shock because I thought we upgraded our team way better. So we went 7-10. Obviously didn't make the playoffs. Frank Clark had 20 sacks. Jason Red had 9 picks. Wait, isn't Jason? Oh, Jason Red's not on our team. Of course he's not. So Trey Lance was 16th in passing yards, 21st in passing TDs. Our offensive 16th, so middle of the pack. Nothing too crazy. 28 touchdowns, 9 picks, so kind of a down year for him. Trey Sermon, though, had 1,000 yards and 11 TDs, so that's really nice. Debo had 1,200 yards, 8 TDs. Richie James had 998 yards and 4 TDs. George Kittle did pretty solid as well, too. Defense, let's see what happened with the defense here. 9.5 sacks for Nick Bosa, 5.5 for Eric Armstead, 4.5 for Javon Kinlaw. But that's just about it, though. I mean, Eric Armstead didn't really do too much. We had a good amount of picks from Harrison Smith, but our guys didn't really perform how I'd like them to. So got to keep that in mind. We got to change some things up, maybe even get better, you know. So let's add some of our staff points into let's go into Kyle Shanahan. This talent is locked. We still got to keep upgrading these. Okay, so we're going to definitely do this just in case we replace a coordinator. And then also mistakes were made. Nah. Reset one talent tree. Okay, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope to have. Budding commander. So that works for Trey Lance. And then we've seen enough. And then we get to slow ratings regression for one season for one position. So I guess for one of our OGs. So we can't afford either of that, but we just put some upgrades in for the offense just to make sure that we get that situated. So we didn't make the playoffs. It's kind of a down year for us, but we should have a good high pick. And see what overalls our guys are at right now. So Trey Lance is at an 83, Trey Sermon is at an 80, Tevin Jenkins is at a 78. Offensive line isn't too bad right now. Defense, not too bad either. Just a down year. That's really what it was. Guess we just wasn't winning games. So I guess what we do is re-sign some players. We have about $59 million available in salary cap. So, oh no, we're in the playoffs. I forgot. I was about to say, like, damn, did I just let everybody go? So let's see who made the Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl roster consists. Ian Book made it. Wow. Aaron Rodgers, Colin Kaepernick, Ian Book, C-Mac, Alvin Kamara, and none of our receivers are tight ends. Offensive line, no one made it either. D-line, nothing. Fred Warner made it. That's pretty good. Andre Greenlaw, so that's pretty nice to see. And corners, no, none of our guys made it. Harrison Smith made it. Jaquaski Tart made it as well too. So Harrison Smith always gonna be a beast regardless. So you know it's kind of expected of him. But let's advance this next week. So we got the Super Bowl between the Ravens and the Cowboys. Let's see who takes this. Ravens end up winning the Super Bowl 38-31. Lamar Jackson finally brings that ring. And he won Super Bowl MVP. Alvin Kamara won NFL MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. So that's pretty cool. None of our guys got any accolades. So we have some mad work to do. And let's re-sign our players now. Alright, so players ready to negotiate. We don't have a center because, like I said, Alex Mack would have retired. So we have to re-sign Nick Bosa to a deal. Obviously, this is our guy, our future D-end. He's going to be leading this team for a while. So, of course, we got to re-sign him. Give him $66 million and get him back. Debo, see what we got going on here with him. Deal maker, re-sign a 90 overall plus player, of course. That's our guy. We got to re-sign Debo. We get him back. We have Mike McGlinchey, our starting right tackle. Wishing he was our left. We're gonna try to see what we can re-sign him with. $31 million. He accepts it. Jimmy Ward, our our free safety. Let's see if what we could re-sign him. He's gonna test free agency. Got Dre Greenlaw asking for $76 million over 5 years. You know, you'll think free agency's better for you. Damn, I'm gonna have to salary tag him. Salary cap him. Wait, what is it called? Franchise tag. What? Emmanuel Mosley wants not too bad of a deal. We're gonna re-sign him as well. Samson Ebukam, he's a depth at the end, but he's asking for too much. Jordan Wallace is only asking for $2 million. That's reasonable. We get him back. Jalen Hurd is a depth receiver. He hasn't done much, but he's there. He knows the scheme, so we get him back. Justin School is a backup left tackle, so I guess we could sign him back. He would like to play for a new team. Go ahead. A lot of these guys went down in overall, so we're gonna franchise tag. We also have Mitch Wishnowski, our punter. So we're going to re-sign him. And we got to franchise tag one of these guys. I'm going to franchise tag Dre Greenlaw. It's going to be $19 million, but he's got to perform really, really well for us, to be honest. And he's great at pass coverage, so we might have to flip that around. So Let's advance to the next week, see what we're working with free agency. We have about 10 million, so maybe we can make a move here and there for some players. We got about 11 million available. Tyreek Hill and Jair are free agents. That's crazy. That's crazy that they let them go. And Matthew Ioannidis. A lot of guys here are free agents. That's pretty. And Darnell Savage. Wow, these teams can't afford anyone. So we're looking for a center because we do not have anyone. I think I'd rather draft someone, so I'm gonna sign like Jake Hansen, just to be safe, just to have that that backup position needed. And right guard, we still have Banks here. I'm still hoping he could do his thing, you know. Still hoping he could prove that he could be solid for us. But you know, we've been holding out very long for him, so we'll see how that goes. We're gonna sign Tyson Barrow as a backup right tackle. Left end, we have Eric Armstead. D tackles are good. Right end, we have Nick Bosa. D tackles, Linval Joseph is a 72. Wow, he's regressed crazily. We're going to sign Hassan Ridgeway to a very, very cheap deal. We're just signing all this just for depth because we're going to rebuild in the draft for sure. Right end, Nick Bosa. Left outside linebacker, Jordan Brooks. Middle linebacker, Fred Warner or B.J. Goodson. Right outside linebacker is Dre Greenlaw. I think I'm going to move Dre to the left outside and trade away Jordan Brooks possibly. Just so that's like reasonable. And safeties, they got Darnell Savage here, but we can't afford him. I wish we could. Actually, we might be able to. See if this works. Maybe we could sign Darnell Savage. Maybe have to give him a little bit higher than what they're offering him. To give him quite a bit. You don't have enough salary cap to make this offer. How about this? You don't have enough salary cap. 103 total points. Okay, so we maybe gotta squeeze it in there just to be a little bit higher than them. Okay, we'll be negative in that salary cap. So let's see if we go down a little bit. 107 total points. We'll be higher than the Cowboys. That'll be perfect for us. Still have Harrison Smith that won another year. And we got to get a kicker. We don't have cap. So let's see if we get these players that we're trying to sign. Darnell Savage would be a great pickup. As we advance, Darnell Savage rejects us. Okay. I guess. Damn, dickhead. Like, we just try to give you everything. And he's gone. He signed somewhere else. Jalen Thompson signing with the Packers. I don't know why the Packers even let him go. But we got Younghoe Koo. We're going to sign him. He's a good, solid kicker. Why not? Pick him up. And let's see if we could get these backups. So we're going to have to fill out a lot of positions during the draft for sure. We get Younghoe Koo, so kicker's good. Make sure their special team is chilling. So it looks like we didn't get any of the guys we tried to lowball. So we're going to have to rebuild tremendously in this draft. So hopefully we have some high picks. So we have... Oh, we gave away more of our first rounds? Oh my god, we don't have a pick till round 2. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, so we're in round 2. We need a center. That's just without a doubt. We don't have a center. Oh, there's a lot available. Holy crap. We got Matthew Rogers, mid-first rounder. We got Manny Gonzalez, mid-first rounder. We also... Damn it. Damn, I accidentally backed out. Still trying to get used to these clicks with Madden now. But there's a lot of good centers I see here. We also have Jamal Gregory. Late first rounder. Fits our scheme. Looks pretty solid. We're going to pick him up. 73 overall. Boom. We got our starting center. Perfect. And now we're going to go into round 3. Round 3. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's see what it is that we got here. So, thinking, okay, no corners. No linebackers available. No DNs. Wide receiver. Kind of want to go for a bigger receiver, but they don't really have any. They got a kid named Carlos Lawrence. Not really liking what I'm seeing here. And the running backs aren't too crazy either. So I'm going to just let the simulation do its thing because I'm not really liking this draft at all. So let's sim to the end of the draft. Now, if we look at the draft recap, we ended up getting a left guard, a corner, a running back, and a right end. So short up some positions of need. Not too bad. Let's advance to the first week. Left guard position is still kind of weak, though. Let's see what free agents are available for us. If we look at that. That left guard position is position of need. Very much so. Alright, so the free agents they got here, they got for the left guard position, they have Kelechi Osemele. We could sign him to a 1-year deal. We have the funds for it, so we could sign him just for the depth purposes. And then they got a corner. They got Kyle Fuller here, so he's a pretty solid corner. So I think I'm gonna pick him up because he's good. He's a star corner. So we picked him up. Those are just our signings right there. And I want to take a look at our team now. Let's take a look at the team right before we advance this season. I'm hoping that they perform better. Trey Lance in the second year. We got Trey Sermon. The Treys doing their thing. Offensive line is not bad at all. We got Gregory, the new center here. Receivers are doing their thing. Defense, linebackers are looking pretty good. D-line's looking pretty good as well, too. We just need to sign a D-tackle to help that out. And then we're looking pretty solid. I mean, it's nothing too crazy for the team. Just need to sign a 1 D-tackle, and these guys will be on their way and should finish better than 7-10. I'd say they definitely should finish better than 7-10. But let's see what D-tackles are available here. We got Linval Joseph. I'm going to pick him up because I spotted him out earlier being a low overall. So let's see if he can help out that D-line. Feel hyped up. But let's send to the playoffs and see how well we perform. So we're in the playoffs now. We went second in our division, going 12-5, tying with the Seahawks. The Seahawks ended up winning the division. We went 12-7. So finally making the playoffs with the Niners. Finally with Trey Lance leading the way. We finally touched the playoffs. Let's see what we're working with here. So we have none of our guys are here in stats. Yeah, none of our guys. Marcus Mariota with 35 TDs, so he got some love somewhere. But let's take a look at the stats. So our offense was 13th. Trey Lance was 5th in passing TDs and 14th in yards. And our defense was 7th, so we had a pretty good ranked defense. 35 touchdowns, 4 picks for Trey Lance, 115 passer rating, 67 completion percentage. Trey Sermon had 12 TDs running the ball. Kyle Juszczyk had a lot of carries and 12 TDs running the ball as well. Receiving, George Kittle had 1,000 yards. Debo, Richie, Brandon Ayuk, they all did their thing. Defense, Fred Warner had 5 picks. Dre Greenlaw led the team in tackles. Nick Bosa had 9.5 sacks. It's a good amount of sacks for our defense. Fred Warner had 5 picks. Tarvarius Moore had 4. But the rest of the team, they didn't really do too well with having consistent interceptions. But nonetheless, our guys are looking really good. And let's see how we perform against the Giants. We're away. They won the division, so let's see if we can take. So we ended up winning 31-24. Let's look at the playoff bracket now, see who's left. So we're facing the Seahawks, who are the 2nd seed, and the Panthers are the 1st seed against the Saints in that division. And we got a division matchup here. You know, to upgrade our players. Hugh Craig is wearing the number 1 for the Niners. Let's keep that in mind. Hugh Craig. Min Mosley's back from injury. We got a weekly strategy. Set our game plan, and we just got to contain Russell Wilson. I mean, that's really the best bet. Yeah, like, let's choose this plan. This plan is to just contain the QB scramble, bro. You got to contain that. That's for sure. That is for sure. Like, he's going to beat us as running around and stuff like that. But we're facing the Seahawks, so this should be a good game, a rematch of the division. So let's see. So we ended up losing by 3, 27-24. Very close game for our guys. Trey Lance is at an 87, if we just saw right there. That's pretty nice. Our contract got extended, but we ended up losing that. Super Bowl is Seahawks Chiefs, so I guess 1 seed with 1 seed possibly. And let's see the Pro Bowl roster. Pro Bowl roster, Trey Lance is QB number 1. Perfect. So he did his thing. Running backs, Kyle Juszczyk was one of them. Receivers, tight end, George Kittle. Pretty nice. Offensive line, none of our guys. D-line, none of our guys. Dre Greenlaw made it. Corners, or Tarvarius Moore made it as a safety. That's pretty nice. So we had a couple guys that made it not too bad. But I want to see if Trey Lance can, like, you know, get a ring out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trey Sermon's back from injury. The Super Bowl is Seahawks, Chiefs. Let's see who takes that. Should have been us in there, but, you know, hopefully the Chiefs don't win it again. If not, we're going to have to do something because Mahomes is a powerhouse. They did win it again. They won 31-21. Nick Bolton won Super Bowl MVP. We had no players that won anything for us. So, man, Chiefs, 2 years in a row in this franchise have been taking dubs. It's crazy to see. So let's resign our plays. We have a lot of funds available. Lots and lots of funds. Let's see. Let's ready to negotiate. We have Dre Greenlaw. Of course, he's asking for a lot of money, but we'll give it to him. He led the team in tackles. He was pretty solid, and he was a Pro Bowler. So he showed his worth. So let's see if he accepts this. We get him back, so now we have him locked up long term. Will Jackson went down a lot, tremendously. We're going to let him go. Javon Kinlaw, one of our key pieces on that D-line. We got to definitely re-sign him. We get him back. We have Brandon Ayuk here. Asking for not too much, not too solid, not too bad. We get him back. We also have Jordan Brooks, our left outside linebacker. So he's asking for about $75 million, and I'll give it to him. He's done what we wanted him to do, so we're gonna get him back onto the team. Harrison Smith, we're gonna let go. Koffler, we're gonna let go. We gotta definitely re-sign Connor Williams though, our starting left guard. He came and performed well for us, helped us out a lot, so we get him back. Mitch Wisnowski, our punter. We're just going to re-sign you, man, get you back to the team. And then rest of these positions, I think we could just let them go because we're going to have to work through the draft because we don't have the funds. Round 1, pick 21, here we are. Haven't had a first-round pick in a couple years now. So the corners available, the scouted corners, not looking too good. Got some number 2s, but that's just about it. Safety, got a kid named Jose Sheldon. Late first rounder, run support safety. Strong safety, we're good there. Let's go Jose Sheldon. He's a late first rounder. 74 overall, not too bad. Will be a little bit of an upgrade over Tarvarius Moore. Let's go into our next pick. Vaughn Conrad from Mount Union. Interesting. That's a very interesting name. So we're in the second round now. I want to go with a D-tackle, Cordell Taylor, or trainer. We're going to pick him up. He's going to be a solid depthy tackle, making sure we got our players solidified. And then I want to draft a running back with our next pick because I'm tired of, like, Juice Check taking all the carries. Like, it should be a running back trying to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? But go to scouted. Running backs, none available. That's crazy. No tight ends. Offensive linemen. We're in the third round. Nothing. D linemen, nothing. Linebackers, nothing. Corners, okay, so Andrew Bridges is still here. So why not go for him? 71 overall, not too bad. We're going to pick him up. We're going to leave the rest of the draft up to the simulation, see what they... So this is what the lineup's looking like now. That kid Gregory that we drafted is a 99 overall, and he's a superstar dev. I'm glad we drafted him. Trey Lance, superstar dev as well. Trey Sermon's an 84. Receivers are looking pretty good. George Kittle's doing his thing, of course, too. Tevin Jenkins was a good pickup. Look at his face. So we need to just get another tight end, I guess. And linebackers are looking pretty good. We got Sheldon and Lashley. Harrison Smith probably retired, or we just didn't even re-sign him. Nonetheless, he's not on the team. And our defense is not too bad. I mean, our corners are young, but it's about time they try to start learning and actually trying to help us out. So let's go into the free agents. Look at what we got going on here. Aaron Rodgers is a free agent. Nah, let me stop. Wait, do we have the funds? No, we don't. We don't. I was gonna low-key try Aaron Rodgers, see how that was gonna go. But with corners, we got Marcus Peters here. Sign him for the one time. That would be an interesting pickup. I mean, like, I'm just trying to think. Do we need? Okay, maybe we don't go him, but we go. Nah, low key, that'd be fire. You know what? Let's pick up Marcus Peters. Why not? Bring him on to 1 year. He's trying to get a ring. He's gonna try to bring that great positive energy to the team because, you know, we're ring chasing out here. So maybe that works. Maybe that works. So we'll find out. So let's sim to the postseason and see what. So we just went 12-5, won our Division 2. We're facing the Rams in the wild card. So let's upgrade our guys. Fred Warner's a 99. Of course, as expected. I want to look at our stats before we get into it. New ability unlocked for Jamal Gregory. So our center is just playing out of his mind. We have an 85 defense and offense. We're facing Jalen Ramsey. So let's take a look at what's going on here. See a look at our stats. See how everyone's doing. Our offense was 15th. Trey Lance had 4K passing yards, 28 passing TDs. Nothing too crazy. Our defense was 10th, so our defense carried us. 28 touchdowns, 8 picks for Trey Lance. Not too bad. 102 passer rating. Trey Sermon, 1,100 yards, 10 TDs. Not too bad either. Richie James, great wide receiver. He's been balling out for us, so he's been showing us why he deserves to be on the squad. Got a lot of interceptions by our defense. Nick Bosa, 7.5 sacks. Javon Kinlaw, 5.5. Maurice Hurst, 4.5. Eric Armstead's been regressing heavily, so might have to do something about that. Interceptions, Raphael Lashley, strong safety at 5. Marcus Peters at 5, so 10 between those two. And our other corners at 4, so that's pretty solid. And Hugh Craig even had a pick too. So we're looking like a pretty good squad, so I want to take a look at the depth chart or the team right before we advance. We're facing Matt Stafford and the Rams, facing Jalen Ramsey. So Trey Lance is a 93. Gregory's an 83, pretty solid. Banks is now a 76, so he's now a very solid receiver now, thank God. I mean, not a receiver, guard now. Defense, looking pretty good. Yeah, defense is looking really good. Ooh, Craig is now 75, so he's actually solid too. So we got some solid players all around. So these guys should perform well against the Rams. I'm hoping for the best. So let's see how we do against the Rams in wild card. So we took a dub, 38-20. We blasted them. We were like, yeah, we're not playing games, though. Like, we're here. We know what we want. Easy money. Easy money. So we're facing the Cowboys, who went 9-8 as well. They have a crazy offense. They have Zeke, but we have a good defense as well. So if we look at the standings here, Panthers went 15-2. Who do the Panthers have? Who do the Panthers have on their team? Is this Sam Darnold that's eating like that? It is. He threw 41 TDs. That's another team I got to rebuild then, because he's going crazy on them. For real, for real. But we're facing the Cowboys. Let's see how we do against Zeke. We ended up losing 31-17. That's unfortunate. We took another L in the regular, what is it, the divisional again. But, I mean, this team, it should win these games on paper for sure. Like, there's no way that we just keep losing. But I want to take a look at the schedule. We got the Panthers, yo. The Panthers are 15-2. All right, so let's see how this game went against the Rams. So we blasted them 38-20. Trey Lance threw 3 touchdowns. Some kid named Vernon Wiley threw 3 picks. And Matthew Stafford doesn't even play for them. And he got sacked twice. So our team killed them. Yeah, receiving, all that good stuff. Yeah, we killed them for sure. Nick Bosa had a sack and Kinlaw. Fred Warner, Baldwin, and our backup safety had a pick. So we blasted them that game. And in the divisional against the Cowboys, hopefully they didn't just run all over us. Dak threw 3 touchdowns. Trey Lance threw 2 touchdowns and a pick and got sacked once. We held Zeke to 3.2 yards per carry, so that's kind of, so it must have been just like a tight contested game from the looks of it. Yeah, definitely a tight game. They just won probably just the turnover on downs battle type stuff. All right, not too bad. So Trey Lance looking like the truth for the Niners for sure. Just a little bit better luck, I guess, can go a long way for them. But the Panthers are 15-2 with Sam Darnold, 41 touchdowns. Oh, what? I saw Sam Darnold though. They got a kid named Brian Bain. This man's Christian McCaffrey. Holy crap. Bro, Christian McCaffrey has 11 receiving TDs, 1,000 yards receiving, and then he has 22 rushing touchdowns and almost 2,000 yards running the ball. Jesus. Holy crap. I got to rebuild that team. I gotta do it. I got to do it. Brian Burns had 19.5 sacks. Okay. They're on something else. But what team is Sam Darnold on? Who has Sam Darnold? I'm confused. Because I saw Sam Darnold look like he throwing hella yards. I mean, hella TDs, I'd say. Carson Wentz and Jake Fromm are backups to Jordan Love. Who would have thought they'd see the day? That's crazy. That is beyond me. Derek Carr is still on the Raiders. Sam Darnold was on the Saints. He threw 5K passing yards. Holy crap. going crazy. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other teams you want to see me rebuild. It's been a pleasure doing the Niners, and I'm probably going to do the Panthers next. So stay tuned to that. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.